Recently, a parent had asked why all pediatricians are against bottle feeding. Let us see the reasons in today's video. Hi friends, I am Dr. Karamat. This is Scientific Doctor channel. In this channel, every week your health related queries are answered via videos. If you want to see such videos, consider subscribing to this channel. Also, if you have any such queries, kindly post it in the comment section. I will try to answer them in subsequent videos. Today's video is about the problems due to bottle feeding. First of all, let me be very clear. For the first 6 months of life, exclusive breastfeeding is the norm, is the ideal. That is what everybody recommends. So even beyond 6 months, breastfeeding should be continued even up to the age of 2 years and even beyond. Bottle feeding is not recommended. So for some unfortunate reason, for anybody who is giving some alternate feeding, either before 6 months or even after that, or after 1 year you are giving other animal milk or formula milk, this feeding is mostly done by bottle. What is the problem with bottle? Why are pediatricians usually against bottle feeding, especially in the context like India? We must understand essentially, especially if you are giving both mother's milk as well as bottle feeding, this leads to nipple confusion. This is going to interfere with mother's feeding. So it is essentially against the physiology. So what is the option then? You can try gavage or paladai feeding or cup and spoon feeding. This is fine because this is not going to result in nipple confusion. So for any reason, if you are going to continue mother's feeding and you are going to continue some other type of feeding, it should be through paladai, cup and spoon, or directly through cup and not through bottle, just to preserve mother's feeding. The second most important reason, especially in countries like India, which is a developing country, is the risk of infection. Sterilization of bottle becomes paramount whenever you are feeding through a bottle. There is inherent risk of bacteria getting accumulated in the crevices, in the teats, in the lids. And especially many people tend to sterilize only the bottle, leaving the lid and the teats not sterilized. Many of these low quality bottles are not suited to sterilization, and many people just clean with soap and water or with mild hot water. This is not enough. You must use a sterilizer or a pressure cooker or use rolling boiled water. So these measures should be used to sterilize the bottle properly, the bottle as well as the teats. So if this is not possible, this is going to result in infections like diarrhea, which are obviously more common with children who are bottle fed. Especially while traveling, you may not have access to sterilization. This may result in more infections. And in our society, these bottles may not be going through stringent regulations. So the materials used in the manufacture of bottles may not be suited for infants or may not be of food grade. They may contain carcinogens like BPA. So these should be ensured. And obviously the cost of the bottles, cost of good quality bottles, and replacement, which is recommended almost every 3 months, of these teats and bottles, is going to result in a high economic burden. If fearing the economic burden, we are going to use the same bottles, same teats, we are not going to change them, we are not going to replace them in the mentioned periodicity, that again is going to result in harmful effects. Many a time, children are allowed bottle feeding, especially little older children, in the lying down position. They are left unattended. This may result in choking because of overflowing of milk. This may also result in caries teeth because they are just holding the bottle lying down or in the sleeping. So that may lead to caries teeth. And in older children, bottle becomes a habit. Children are just addicted to it. They don't take solid foods properly. This result in poor nutrient intake, result in micronutrient malnutrition. Even though the weight may look normal because the child is not taking a balanced diet, so this may result in micronutrient, that is vitamins and minerals not in sufficient quantities to the child. And because of inherent nature of bottle itself, problems like colic tend to be more in children who are bottle fed. These are the reasons why bottle feeding is not recommended or discouraged by all child specialists or pediatricians. Friends, hopefully this would have cleared your doubts. If you like this video, share it among your friends and relatives. If you want to see such videos, subscribe to this channel. Till we meet again, bye.